was built to last. With the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past. With all I will achieve it, got my foot on the gas. Never stop competing. If you break my glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last. With the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past. With all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas. Never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me.
It would help if I turn my mic on. What's going on, everybody? It's me. It's your boy Sal G. I had yeah, it's late at night here. I thought I was going to be really tired doing this post-game show tonight, but man, after tonight's game, whew, I can't wait to get into this. What's going on, everybody? It's me. It's your boy Sal G here on the Hardcore Sports Network. Check it out. Follow that banner there, hit the like button, and subscribe. And share this great content so we can get it out to you, your friends, your family, everybody, anybody. We want to get it out. We get the word out. Hardcore Sports. What's going on, everyone? Sal G here with you. Give me a follow at Sal G Philly on the X, the Twitter. But, man, what a game tonight for the Eagles, man. 9-2, and they are in the driver's seat right now. I mean, they just destroyed the Rams 37-20. Now, all right, it doesn't sound like destroying, but that gutter touchdown at the end that Cooper Kupp got there, I think that was against the second-team defense. I think guys were getting pulled, so the game wasn't even this close. God, man, sweet Christmas. The Eagles look like the team to beat in the NFC. I know Detroit rattled off 9 straight wins, but I'm not worried about that. This team, with the addition of Saquon Barkley, and I'm going to say it right now, your MVP of the National Football League, Saquon Barkley, the running back. I know it's November. Thanksgiving didn't happen yet. There's a lot of football left. He is the MVP of the Eagles. There's no doubt about it. What Saquon has done to this team has just taken it to another level. I mean, what they can do offensively, cover the flaws of Jalen Hurts. All right, because Jalen Hurts isn't perfect. He's a very good quarterback, but he's got flaws. And with the addition of Saquon Barkley, I mean, this takes the offense to just another stratosphere here. Unbelievable performance. Saquon Barkley right now has 1,392 rushing yards. Shady McCoy's rushing record for the Eagles is 1,607. So we're not far off from having an all-time running back rushing record for Saquon Barkley, who spent the last several years in New York playing crappy football, crappy team. He couldn't have been that happy. My man looks rejuvenated ever since he came to Philly, came to a contender. I mean, man, the Maras in New York must be kicking themselves in the butt. You know, the fans, I mean, the fans in New York, they're cursing Saquon to the high heavens. There's no reason for that. It's not Saquon's fault. The Giants didn't want him. The Giants just don't know what they're doing. Look, they weren't going to be able to give Saquon the money that he wanted when you're a team that's as bad as the Giants, who just released their starting quarterback, Daniel Jones, who was making $40 million this year. Man, I wish I could be a backup quarterback, bro. Seriously. Backup quarterback, making $40 million, don't have to be good. I mean, Daniel Jones don't have to do another thing in his life. He's set. He's set. So all the people that boo him, like if I'm him, I'm like, I don't care. You just let me go. 40 mil, you're paying me. I'm cool. He'll need to play another snap again. And I'm sure he'll hold the clipboard for somebody next year and make $10 million. But hey, Daniel Jones, if you would have come to a winning team, man, I think you might be our third string. We got Kenny Pickett right now as our backup. So, but big win for the Eagles, 37-20, 9-2. They won in LA. You know, I was a little worried about this game coming into this week. I thought maybe it'd be a letdown game. You know, the Eagles traveling to LA. You know, the Rams were a 500 team, but they did win 4 out of their last 5 games. So, you know, they have some fight in them and they have some offense. And what it came down to was just, it was, you know, I thought the battle was going to be Kenyon Mitchell plus Darius Slay versus Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. And that wasn't the matchup at all. What the matchup was Saquon Barkley versus the world. Versus the Rams, because Saquon Barkley finished with 302 scrimmage yards today, guys. 302. You know what the Rams finished with? Total offense, 290. Wow, 290. That's right, 290 yards versus Saquon Barkley, who had 302 all by himself. My man had 255 rushing yards today, 26 carries. It's almost 10 yards a clip. 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, both at least 70 yards. Talk about Saquon looking rejuvenated. I mean, my man's breaking off runs like he did when he was in Penn State. State Penn in the house. What's going on? Like he was in Penn State. I mean, he is on another level right now. Saquon Barkley. I mean, you could see the attitude. I mean, you know, what they're hearing, what they were saying during the game, his attitude, just happy to be for a contender. He's smiling, he's being himself, he's laughing, he's cracking jokes, having fun. He couldn't have been having fun on the Giants. He's having fun now. He having fun with winners. Man, I don't know why I was worried. Eagles played the Rams last year in October and beat them on the road 23-14. They beat them again this time more decisively. They look, I mean, I'm not trying to drink the green Kool-Aid. I'm not a homer. Yeah, I got my Eagles shirt. I love Philly. I'm from here. I'm always going to love the Eagles. But this team with Barkley is a legit Super Bowl contender. And I don't care that Detroit won 9 in a row. I don't care that they're 10-1. I think we're the best team in the NFC. And we play Baltimore next week. That's our challenge. That's at Baltimore. I think we can beat them, but that's going to be a tough game. And if we lose that game, the world's not over. That's going to be a hard game to play in Baltimore. Baltimore's a good team. They're playing San Diego tomorrow. Hey, good news is we get Baltimore on a short week, right? Because we are playing them Sunday and they're playing tomorrow. So that's an advantage for the Eagles. I bet you the line's going to be Baltimore -2, -3 at most. But I'm going to say it's Baltimore -2. So we'll see what happens there. My man Nicky Steve's checking in. What's going on, Nicky? He says, "Fly Eagles, fly, 10-2, baby, 9-2, but it's all good. Still awesome, doing great. This is week 12. They had a bye week, but it's all good. They pretty much might as well just call it 10-2 because 255 yards rushing. You might as well add another win to it. My goodness, if you have Saquon Barkley in your fantasy teams, you must be doing well. And if you drop the futures bet on MVP for Saquon, you might be loving that too. I I actually bet it today before the game ended. I had it at plus 3,500. So I'm sure that number went down. It's not going to be plus 3,500 anymore. But geez, man, I'm just, whew. Eagles come off a mini bye, which is nice because they played last Thursday in a divisional win against the Commanders. So Eagles get a little mini bye. That's a nice mini vacation there. Say coming into this game, Rams have won 4 out of 5. So a little hot, even though they're a 500 team coming into this game. But they've been playing well. Great offense. Stafford, I'm going to say Hall of Fame quarterback. I know he didn't win a Super Bowl. Excuse me. He won one with the Rams. He won a Super Bowl. Cooper Kupp, amazing receiver. Puka Nacua, he's a stud. Kyron Williams, a nice player. But the Eagles bottled him up pretty well. Kyron Williams, 16 rushes, 17 yards, and a tutty. And he didn't have any no receiving yards for Kyron, and usually he's good for a few. And Puka Nacua, man, he's a stud. 9 catches, 117 yards, but no touchdowns. But man, he had a nice sideline catch in the game, and it was a PI call too. Man, that was a beautiful catch by Nacua. He's something, man. Hey, was he a 4th round pick or something last year? Crazy. Cooper Kupp, or no, he might have been higher than that. Cooper Kupp, he might have been like a late round pick. Cooper Kupp, he got a late game touchdown, garbage time, 8 for 60 and a tutty. Man, Jalen Hurts, 15 for 22, 179 and a touchdown. Doesn't have to do much with the arm, man, when you can run like this. On the ground, Hurts went 12 for 39. And Saquon Barkley, 26, 255, 2 touchdowns, 2 70-yard touchdown runs. The long was 72. I think the other one was 70. And A.J. Brown, 6 for 109 and a touchdown. Big game for him. It's sad that we didn't have Devontae Smith on the other side. And we'll talk about some injuries too, because we had a few in this game. And we're going to see what it means for the Eagles going forward. The Eagles won the battle, man, but I still hope they can win the war, and the war being taking that Super Bowl. But it's a war of attrition. It's a war of attrition in an NFL season. Guys go down left and right. People get hurt. And, it's going to be tough. But A.J. Brown, 6 for 109, 1 touchdown. Devontae Smith couldn't play today, had a hamstring injury. Not sure how severe that's going to be. I say take it easy with Smith. Don't rush him back. We don't need him. I mean, I love him. But, man, Barkley had 4 catches for 47 yards. And the other guys, 4 for 19, Dallas Goedert. And Jahan Dotson had a catch. That's it for your pass catchers for the Eagles. 4 guys caught balls. That's it. You didn't need to when you could run the ball like we can. Total yards, Eagles 481 to the St. Louis, I was going to say. This Los Angeles Rams 290. Rushing yards, Eagles 314. The Rams 92. Passing yards 167 to the Rams 198. So defense still looking good. Eagles had a bunch of sacks in this game, at least 4, maybe 5. But I got 4, I believe, at halftime. 4 at halftime, 3 at halftime, but there was 4 or 5 sacks. Jalen Carter had a great game. A lot of disruption. He was taking on double teams. Eagles coming into this game with the NFL's best defense. They still might have the best defense. And this game also featured 2 frontrunners for the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. You had Quinyon Mitchell for the Eagles and Jared Verse for the Rams, edge rusher for the Rams. Looks pretty good. Got to Hurts, I believe, one time. Got a sack there. Hurts had an ankle injury. Wouldn't know it. Looked fine. And shout out to Jake Elliott, man, after being snake bitten and cursed in the other week where he missed a bunch of field goals and an extra point. He has 5 missed field goals on the season. But he's also your franchise record with 7 field goals of 50-plus yards. But he missed all 4 from 50-plus in this year. But he had himself a nice game. He was perfect with the kicks. And I don't know where his stat line is. I can't see it. But I'm not lying. He kicked a couple field goals and he didn't miss anything. So all good there. All right. A lot of notes here in this game. First quarter, Eagles defense looking strong. Recovered Kyron Williams' fumble after a 53-yard drive to the Philadelphia Eagles 16. I was like, uh-oh. Here comes the shootout. I was worried about the Rams. A lot of firepower. And I thought it was going to be, when they got that turnover, I was like, man, the Eagles are going to have to come up strong in defense here. Jake Elliott got his first field goal of the game, 5 minutes left in the first quarter, 21-yarder. Eagles took the lead 3-zip. And then Rams took the lead, 1 minute left, 1:02 left in the first quarter. Kyron Williams with a 1-yard touchdown. Rams had a 70-yard drive. So that was the second drive for the Rams in the game. And again, after their first drive where they ended up fumbling, I was like, man, this is going to be, the Eagles defense looked like Swiss cheese with the way the Rams were attacking. Rams jump out to a 7-3 lead. Second quarter, 11 minutes on the clock. Around 11 minutes, Barkley took a shot to the beanbag. He walks out off the field limping a little bit, but he's all right. No Devontae Smith, no problem. A.J. Brown's a stud. Why did the Titans ever trade this guy? Still scratching my head. Every time this guy has a huge game for the Eagles, I'm like, why are the Titans getting rid of a stud wide receiver? He was still in the prime of his career. I mean, when did we get him? When he was 24? I mean, ridiculous. Jake Elliott, 6 minutes left in the second quarter, kicks another field goal, 2 for 2, 31 yards. Rams take a 7-6 lead. Brandon Graham had a sack. He had a great game today. Unfortunately, he left with an arm injury. It doesn't look good. I hope he's okay, but I hope this isn't the last time we see Brandon Graham. I'm just worried. It's a bad injury. 206 career game. It's the most ever for an Eagles player. So shout out to Brandon Graham. You are the man. I hope you come back. I hope you come back strong. I hope we see you again this season, and I hope you're back next year because you can't go away yet. You can't. All right. We got Eagles touchdown. 1 minute, 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 6-yard touchdown. Play was reviewed. Brown made a nice catch as he's going out of bounds in the end zone. Rams defender knocked it out of his hand. So originally they called incomplete, but the replay showed that Brown took 1, 2, 3 steps while the ball was in his hands before the ball got knocked out of bounds. Play was overturned. Brown got 3 feet in. It was ruled. And then A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts do the Fresh Prince Sally. So that was nice to see there. And then Eagles defense to end the half, 3 and outs to end the first half. Man, one thing I noticed, I took a note of this. Sean McVay, man. I don't know what's up with your beard, bro, but you got to fire your barber. I don't know who styled that beard up. It's all jacked up on the one side. I don't know what's happening, man. You got to touch of gray or something. I don't know, man. I don't know who lined that up, man. But it looked all effed up. So you gotta work that out with your barber, bro. Uh, First half stats: Jalen Hurts 11 for 15 with 101 yards and a touchdown, 9 rushes for 35 yards. Barkley didn't think he was going to have the game he was going to have coming off the half. 13 carries for 73 yards, which is cool. 5.6 yards average per carry, and he had 3 receptions for 16 yards. But man, did he have a second half or what? A.J. Brown had 4 receptions for 69 yards and a tutty. Jacoby Dean got a fumble recovery and a sack. He had 4 tackles and an assist in the half. There were 3 sacks in the half confirmed because I wrote it down. I had to flip the page to confirm. But yeah, 3 sacks in the half. I believe the Eagles ended up tacking on at least one more, if not 2 more in the game. Stafford was 7 for 11 for 67 yards. That doesn't scare me. Kyron Williams had 9 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown. That kind of scared me because that's 6 yards a carry. Puka Nacua, 4 receptions, 45 yards. Going into the third quarter, 14:49, just starting the fourth quarter there. 70-yard touchdown run by Barkley. He's so awesome. I got so many. MVP, second longest touchdown run in his career. I mean, looking rejuvenated, looking fresh, breaking off long runs, like I said, when he was at Penn State, when he was just a young boy. The third quarter, Kyron Williams fumbles again, but the Rams recovered. Brandon Graham, so he was hurt. But man, he caused that havoc there with that fumble recovery. I mean, he was looking awesome. BSPI called on Isaiah Rodgers. That wasn't pass interference. It didn't seem much to impede Nakua's progress there on that route. Darius Slay got hurt. There's another injury. So we're talking about Brandon Graham being hurt. Currently, Devontae Smith's out. Darius Slay's out with a concussion. So hope he's back next week. 10:51 in the third. Rams touchdown to Marcus Robinson. 2-yard reception. As soon as Slay came out, Rams started attacking Isaiah Rodgers. When he came in, thought it was going to significantly alter the game. But we have Saquon Barkley. So the lead now for the Eagles was 20-14. Of course, Barkley breaks off a nice run, comes out for a breather. Eagles touchdown, 6 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third. Kenneth Gainwell, 13-yard rushing touchdown. It was a 70-yard touchdown drive for the Eagles, the first touchdown of the season for Gainwell. Eagles take a 27-14 lead. Jalen Carter making stuff happen on defense, just causing the double teams. He might not show up a lot on that stat sheet, but man, he was disruptive. Check the tape, check the replays. 10:33, Eagles field goal. Another one. Jake Elliott, what's up, brother? 3 for 3. 26-yard. Put the Eagles up 30-14. Milton Williams forced the fumble. Rams recovered. He's been in the backfield. He was disrupting. He was in the backfield at least 3 times. So yeah, the Brandon Graham injury is an elbow, I believe, an elbow arm thing. So hope he's cool, but didn't look good. 2:44 left in the third. Eagles touchdown. Saquon again busted out. 72-yard run. 72-yard touchdown run. The cherry on top of the sundae on Sunday night. Eagles take a 37-14 lead. 255 rushing yards for Barkley. Eagles single game rushing record. I believe that topped the snow game. Remember the blizzard snow game that LaShawn McCoy had a big rushing day. That broke that record. And it's a career high for Saquon Barkley. You can't do that in New York, Saquon. Excuse me, New Jersey, the Meadowlands. And then Cooper Kupp with the gutter touchdown with 1:07 left in the game, made it a 37-20 game. Like I was saying, it started off close, but the Eagles broke it wide open. And then, the final score, Eagles won by 17. Really, that last touchdown didn't mean squat. Saquon now up to 1,392 rushing yards. What a season, guys. What a season for Saquon. What a season for the Eagles. Just seeing big things, man. Sack for Nakobe Dean. 2 sacks for Milton Williams. A sack for Brandon Graham. A sack for Josh Sweat. So that's what? 4, 5 sacks. Nice, boys. Nice job. Looking good, man. I don't know what else, much more I could say about this game. It's just dominant performance by the Eagles. They're looking strong. They look legit. I mean, they're going to give Baltimore a run for their money next week in Baltimore. So watch out, Lamar. We're coming for you. I just saw a tweet. Graham confirmed he is out for the season. He has a torn tricep, reported by Les Bowen. So that's bad, guys. And I hope this isn't the last season from Brandon Graham. I hope it's not. Tore his tricep, confirmed. It's sad, guys. But thank you all for joining me tonight. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share this with all your friends. Give me a follow, Sal G Philly on the X. Check me out. You can also check me out on YouTube, same handle. But it was fun hanging out with you guys. Hope you all have a great night. I can go to sleep easy tonight. Beautiful, man. Beautiful night. Beautiful win for the Eagles. On to next week. Let's go. Let's get everybody back healthy that we can. Like I said, Brandon Graham, I hope it's not the last time we see an Eagles uniform. You got the record for most games played by an Eagles player, but I hope there's still more to come. All right, guys, with that, I hope you all have a great night. Talk to you next time. See you all later. Peace.